Jesus says when Moses wrote Genesis, he was writing about him, the Christ. Again, which infers that Moses began his study from, Jesus began his study from what Moses began with. Jesus began his study from what Moses began with. Moses began from Genesis. Jesus began from Genesis to Malachi. All right, and the emphasis was the book of Genesis. Which means, therefore, we can read Moses' writing in Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 alongside Matthew 28:18. We can read Genesis 1:1 alongside Matthew 28:18 to identify how Jesus taught from Moses, beginning at Moses. So we can look at Genesis 1:1 and Matthew 28 to be able to see how Jesus taught from Moses. So let's do it. Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. Genesis chapter 1 verse 1.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
Matthew 28:18. Matthew 28 verse 18.
And Jesus came and spake unto them, saying, All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Matthew 28, Jesus came and said unto him, All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. See that? Which means that Jesus made reference to that phrase, heaven and earth. Which implies that when Jesus spoke about all authority being given to him in Matthew 28:18, he was pointing to how Genesis 1:1 spoke about himself.